Greetings, everyone. I'm excited to welcome Dharmendra Mohan, co-founder and CEO at Sonnet.io. DM, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you so much. And, thank you for having me on your podcast, Bill.
Yeah, great to have you here. Excited for the episode. So let's start first. Tell us a little bit about your background.
Yeah, my background is, more of in R&D. So I was with Symantec, before that with Bluecode Systems. Joined Bluecode when it was a startup and ultimately sold to Symantec for a couple of $1 billion. Along the way, grew various R&D solutions and saw the customer pain very, very closely. As we progressed on technology, sort of realized that we are not solving it right. That sort of gave birth to Sonnet.
Okay, perfect. So your background, technical, the engineering side, then it sounds like?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you said, so you were at a startup acquired by Symantec and then continued to work within Symantec?
Yes. Yeah. So Bluecode was acquired by Symantec, and we were building cloud solutions in Symantec. And then, left Symantec to start Sonnet.
Okay, well, great. So let's talk a little bit about what Sonnet does, but tell me, where was that tipping point, where you went from, working at, you're acquired by Symantec, working there and decided, came up with the idea. So was it at Symantec, you had this idea that you wanted to start and then, start your own company?
Yeah, so I think at Symantec, we were building solutions in the cloud, and we saw that there is tremendous potential of the cloud. And given the legacy architectures, we are not able to translate all that potential into the services that we can provide to the end customers. And so we wanted to start from ground up to do things differently based on all the lessons that we've learned of what to do, what not to do in Symantec, and to solve it significantly better, but at the same time, giving a cost-effective solution to the customers, so they don't have to spend too much on IT as well as license fees to solve the problem.
Yeah, sounds good. So tell us about the products and services that Sonnet offers.
Yeah, so Sonnet.io is a remote work platform. So we connect the remote workers, remote workforces, whether they're gig workers, contract workers, or employees working from home, connect them to the applications from any device, anywhere, taking care of security needs. Applications should not get hacked, data should be secured, but at the same time, providing a hassle-free connection to the remote workers, giving them a hassle-free user experience so they can connect from anywhere, any device, boosting their productivity. Plus also helping IT provide that visibility to what the gig workers are doing, what the contractors are doing. We've sort of lost that capability given everybody is everywhere, our applications are also distributed. So we are basically connecting the users in a hassle-free way to their work while ensuring security and observability.
Okay, let's walk through a use case here. Say I'm a new employee at Salesforce, a sales rep, and I'm out in the field. So is this an application that I can use then to connect securely to all the applications that I need to access within Salesforce? Walk us through how that looks.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great use case. So if you are a salesperson and you need certain tools, Salesforce, HubSpot, you are dialing out. So you need certain tools to get your job done. And so the experience that would look like is they basically go to Sonnet.io, sort of, delivered as a SaaS service. So you go to Sonnet.io, log in, you will be given exactly the tools that you need to access. Your experience remains exactly the same as if you were to go direct. And so it's a completely transparent experience for the end user. But we will, behind the scenes, secure that application because you may be logging in from a device that is compromised or your account got compromised. And in real time, make sure that there is no data exfiltration, your Salesforce data is secured, it's not in the wrong hands. And also, let's say the salesperson may be, a contractor, right? So you want to make sure that the data doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Maybe you onboarded the person for a couple of weeks. And so you want to see what the person is doing, or maybe is new to the job and you need some training on how to use that tool effectively. So we provide all that visibility to train that person as well to sort of boost their productivity.
Okay, so say, I'm that field sales rep and we use HubSpot as our CRM. So instead of going to HubSpot.com? Would I go to Sonnet.io
That's
and
right.
then
Correct.
access HubSpot and all the applications I need for my daily activity?
That's right. That's right. Yeah. So it
Okay.
gives like a dashboard of tools, exactly what you need. And that's it. Single click, you are there.
Okay, so if I'm working out of Starbucks or some unsecure location, this just makes sure there's security there, compliance,
Correct.
et cetera. Okay.
Correct.
Okay, perfect. So this type of application, obviously remote work, huge now. So any industries that you're targeting for your customer base, or is it just really anybody who has someone working remotely, whether employee, contractor, freelancer?
Yeah, I mean, it does apply to most of the verticals, but we have to start from somewhere. So I think we are focusing on tech industry
Mhm.
and also the services industry. So your use case is perfect. Let's say a sales company providing SDR services to their customers. So that'll be a very good use case for us as well.
Okay, perfect. So what year did you found Sonnet?
We started in 2020.
2020. Okay. And it looks like, so you have a co-founder, a couple co-founders?
Yeah, I have a co-founder. Yeah.
Okay, one other co-founder. And then where are you located? Do you have a HQ?
Yeah, we are mostly in California, but again, the employees are all remote.
Yeah, makes sense with your type of application. And then what's your current team size?
Yeah, so again, it's flexible. We are onboarding contractors as needed. We raised recently, so we
Mhm.
are in sort of an expansion phase. So the number changes,
Yeah.
day by day.
Okay. So do you have employees plus contractors, or using a
Yes,
lot of outsourcing to supplement your growth then?
yes, that's right. So we have a core team, and yeah, we hire contractors as needed, and we actually use Sonnet within Sonnet to
Oh, of
build
course. Yeah.
Sonnet. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'd expect that. So, and then what about the scale of your company? Anything you want to share around your ARR revenue size or
Yeah,
ranges?
so yeah, we launched last year, around fall of last year. So yeah, we're not disclosing ARR, but basically we raised our funding round, the latest one this year, and we are rapidly scaling at this point. We have the platform that works great, excellent reviews from the customers, and so we are in the acquisition phase right now.
So that's great. So in the acquisition phase, so tell us a little bit about your go-to-market motion. How are you finding prospects and landing customers?
Yeah, so we are doing both the inbound as well as outbound. So a hybrid strategy. And so, in the inbound perspective, we are creating a lot of content that is useful to our customers for various use cases, and pushing the content through social media, through other content syndication methodologies. So that's one way. And if you see our website is very, very simple, unlike other companies, and so it's very, very straightforward to understand. So that's one. Attending a lot of events, doing podcasts like this one to get the message out. And from an outbound perspective, yeah, we have the strategies around email outreach, phone outreach, so more the traditional outbound. But ultimately, the goal is to attract through content, more inbound, self-service kind of model.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So you've recently raised some capital. How much capital have you raised to date?
We've raised $6 million
Okay.
so far.
Okay, and categorized $6 million seed round, it looked like.
Yeah.
And then tell us, so founded in 2020, right? And so what triggers or milestones that led you to that raise? So what did you see that said, hey, we're ready to raise some capital now?
Yeah, so I think initially when we started, we're tinkering with the idea, getting feedback. And so sort of we bootstrapped the company for the first, I think, close to 1.5 years. And we built a prototype, and to prove that it'll work, there were skeptics along the way that can't be done. And so we proved that it'll work. We showed it to the VCs. And so we got our initial money back in 2021. Used the money to build the platform, launched it last year, and had our initial set of paid customers. Now the platform is ready. We raised another one to go out to scale.
Okay, so your journey was, it sounded like, so you bootstrap starting out, build that prototype, get some feedback, make sure it works, and then show that to investors. And it sounded like you raised then a pre-seed round prior to this, and then built out the product, and then now ready, now more, or you'd say you've found some product market fit, now looking
Yes.
at more customer acquisition.
That's right. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah. Build the product, found the product market fit, tremendous feedback on the use cases we spoke about. And then, looking to scale, get the word out.
Okay. Yeah, no, makes a ton of sense.
Yeah.
And so for anyone going through a fundraise right now or thinking about it, any lessons that you've learned along the way with that pre-seed and seed round?
Yeah, I think that it's critical to have the right product market fit, I think. And, it's important for us to build a business that is cash efficient, that we can prove that it'll actually be profitable, to be able to sort of do it in a manner which is more scrappy, how many dollars you're putting, how much you can get out of it. I think in this new environment, building the right business model in a more traditional way, where we look at profits and we look at our both at the same time, so we can build a core business that is sustainable for many years to come. And otherwise, I think, proving, through the prototype or something that it works, and that, and then getting feedback from your customers that yes, indeed, it solves a pain point. But ultimately, sort of that is the key to building. That's sort of the starting point. But then after that, execution comes along where you have to be more cash effective.
Definitely. And it's so hard to define product market fit. So many definitions, or some people say, well, you know it when you see it, or something like that. So what, on your side, what did you see that were signals that maybe you have some product market fit?
Right. So I think that when we began the journey, and like I said, we were, very much embedded into the problem. We knew what kind of pain points the customers have, including, the large enterprises with ton of resources. So we were building solutions around this problem, even in Symantec as well. So we had a very good understanding of the market and the pain point. And like I said, we came up with an idea that can improve upon the core architecture. So we started with a solid footing as to what market wants. Now, having said that, I think it was critical for us to build the prototype to make sure that that idea can actually work together. And then by showing the prototype to many, many folks and influencers, industry experts that we knew, and all the potential customers, we basically kept getting positive feedback from every single one of them. This makes sense. This is the right way. And so that gave us confidence that, what the journey that we are taking is the right one, and that we should keep going. We had tough times along the way. We had COVID. We had all kind, like last 2-3 years have been very turbulent.
Yeah.
But I think what kept us going is sort of the positive feedback that this would work.
Okay, great. Appreciate that insight. And then at your stage of your business right now, do you have a favorite number or metric that you're focused on?
Yeah, I think, we are trying to aggressively target to get to a $1 million ARR at this point. And again, trying to find the most effective means to get there, and basically which will set us in a good shape for our next fundraise for a Series A.
Okay, so really that ARR, right? Really tracking then the ARR goals and how that's trending to prep you for Series A. Okay, yeah, makes sense. So DM, appreciate your time today. As we wrap up, what's next for Sonnet? What's coming up that's exciting?
Yeah, we are, constantly upgrading our platform, and we are looking at adding, from a security standpoint, behavioral analytics that will be available. It's a SaaS survey, so it's like we keep rolling out features, and the customer doesn't have to do anything. By the way, there is no deployment anywhere. I forgot to say that. So any device you can use, your iPad, mobile, doesn't matter. Go from one device to another, still be able to work. So it's like a pure cloud service, like almost like Zoom. What you did today to connect with me to Zoom, you do with Sonnet to connect to your apps. And so we'll constantly upgrading the platform from a security and observability standpoint. We're also looking at using a generative AI to provide you incredible visibility into what your remote workforce is doing. That'll be exciting as well.
Yeah, that's great. Love it. So where should we send listeners online if they'd like to learn more about Sonnet?
Yeah, reach out to us at sonnet.io. That's our website, and you can book a meeting directly from there. You can reach out to me directly. It's dm@sonnet.io. Feel free to reach out directly, and happy to show a live demo to you guys.
Well, perfect. Well, DM, really appreciate your time sharing your experience and journey to date. And listeners, if you'd like to learn more about DM and Sonnet, check out sonet.io and email dm@sonnet.io. So DM, really appreciate your time today.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Sounds good. Thank you so much.